In today's show, Bitcoin price sees the first October spike above $20,000 as daily gains hit 5%. I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis and quoting crypto analyst Crypto Capo. 20,500 to 21,000 is a sell zone. If the price gets there, which should, don't be too bullish. And quoting this trader here, this is going to be Bitcoin's fifth attempt to find acceptance above the value area. And quoting Planb, Bitcoin miners signal start the bull market, which you can see in this chart shows the Bitcoin hash rate hitting another all-time high. And this just in, breaking news, the world's largest banks asked for 5% Bitcoin and crypto allocation cap and letter to the Bank of International Settlements instead of the 1% suggested in June. That's $9 trillion. Also in today's show, McDonald starts to accept Bitcoin and Tether in Swisstown. That's right, Mickey D started accepting Bitcoin as a payment method in the 63,000 populated city of Lugano in Italian Switzerland, which is becoming a hotspot for crypto adoption in Western Europe. Also in today's show, NYDIG raises $720 million as Bitcoin balance hits all-time high. That's right, the SEC filing reveals NYDIG's intent to raise $720 million, while a recent press release shows the company's commitment to hodling. Also in today's show, XRP price can rally by 50% based off comments from a former SEC director. Quoting Don Alt, XRP is basically a court case play. Yesterday's pump was due to the news relating to the case. If they win the whole case, XRP gigapumps. If they lose, it'll be a nice negative 50% candle. Also, an XRP loss would make other cryptos more vulnerable to attack, so you better cheer them on. Also in today's show, Stock the Flow creator Planb bought more Bitcoin and explains why now. Quoting him here, my first Bitcoin investment was in 2015 at $400. Most people said Bitcoin was dead. My second investment was 2018 at $4,000. When I published the Stock the Flow model, most people said Bitcoin was dead. And my third investment is now at $20,000. Most people say Bitcoin is dead. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So if you like receiving daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit that bell icon to turn on all notifications, Will Smith that like button, and drop a comment right down below, as it helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. And today's episode is brought to you by iTrust Capital, the #1 crypto IRA platform in the world. Do you know that staking is now available using Polkadot on their platform? That's right, you can now stake Polkadot and earn tax-free returns. You can also buy and sell 25 plus cryptos as well as precious metals, gold and silver. There are no monthly fees, only 1% transaction fees, and institutional grade storage. And you can get started today opening your account with only $1,000. And by signing up today using my referral link in the description below, you're going to be rewarded with $100 in BTC. So go ahead and set up your iTrust Capital account today, and let's get this crypto tax-free. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and this is podcast episode number 1064 of the Crypto News Alerts pod. Now, Bitcoin saw its first trip back above $20,000 on October 4th, as traders expected familiar resistance to cap gains. Right here, you're looking at the Bitcoin 1-hour candle chart. Data from Cointelegraph Market Report and TradingView showed Bitcoin and the United States dollar climbing prior to the Wall Street Open, up over 5%. In 24 hours, the pair had shaken off macroeconomic concerns at the start of the week, with trouble at Credit Suisse and the escalating Russia-Ukraine conflict failing to slow performance. Now the short-term analysis focused on a run potentially topping out closer to $21,000, as was the case last month, as sell-side pressure at that level remains significant. Quoting crypto analyst Crypto Capo, 20,500 to 21,000 is a sell zone. If the price gets there, which should, don't be too bullish. And Razorn, an analyst at international trade group The Bird Nest, noted that the current charge was Bitcoin's fifth attempt at escaping a major liquidity cloud in several weeks. And despite the potentially limited upside opportunity, Bitcoin rallied in line with broader risk asset ties, which saw the United States equities finish noticeably higher the day prior. And at the same time, the US dollar suffered. The US dollar index extended losses to approach 111 points and threatened support in place since mid-September, which you can see here in this chart. Up the market goes. A more optimistic Michael Pop, CEO and founder of trading platform 8, continued and shared the following: flipping 19,500 for support. Now, if range high at 19,600 holds for Bitcoin, I assume we'll continue towards $22,400. And now for the altcoins, across major alts, it was Ether and XRP leading the daily performance. At the time of this recording, Ethereum traded above $1,350, but still yet to break out of its sideways trend in place the last several weeks since major losses entered during the post-merge breakdown. And XRP, on the other hand, faced a more stubborn band of resistance after prior gains bouncing off multi-week support just below 45 cents. And Planb updates us here, sharing that the Bitcoin hash rate hit yet another all-time high and says Bitcoin miners signal the start of the bull market. Someone responded, first bull to start without capitulation. Planb responded, Luna/Terra/Three Arrows Capital was capitulation. And he also reminds us here, like clockwork, referring to the stock to flow model. And as Bitcoin Magazine shares here, this just in breaking news, the world's largest banks asked for 5% Bitcoin and crypto allocation cap and letter to Bank of International Settlements instead of the 1% suggested in June. That's $9 trillion. Bitcoin game theory in full effect. Let's freaking go. And before I break down XOI of the day, McDonald starts to accept Bitcoin and Tether in Swiss town. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market, where you can see all the major cryptos are currently pumping and in the green, which we love to see. Welcome to October, with Bitcoin up almost 4% now for the day, trading just under that critical psychological $20,000 resistance, with Ethereum up 4%, trading just above $1,350, XRP up 5%, trading above 47 cents, along with Binance Coin, Solana, Polkadot, and Cardano all breaking out and in the green. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Multinational fast food chain Mickey D's starting to accept Bitcoin as a payment method in the 63,000 populated city of Lugano in Italian Switzerland, which is becoming a hotspot for crypto adoption. In Western Europe, a 1-minute video of ordering food on McDonald's digital kiosk and then paying for it at the regular register with the help of a mobile app was uploaded on Twitter by Bitcoin Magazine on October 3rd. The Tether logo could be spotted next to the Bitcoin symbol on the credit cash machine, which is not surprising, as in March 2022, the city of Lugano announced it would accept Bitcoin, Tether, and the LVGA token as the legal tender. How many of you didn't know that? Let me know in the comments below. And on March 3rd, 2022, the city signed a memorandum of understanding with Tether Operations Limited, launching the so-called Planb. And according to this plan, Tether has created two funds. The first one is $106 million, or 100 million Swiss francs, investment pool for crypto startups. And the second is around 3 million or 3 million Swiss francs, attempt to encourage the adoption of crypto for shops and businesses across the city. And in addition to allowing Lugano residents to pay their taxes using crypto, the project will extend payments to parking tickets, public services, and tuition fees for students. More than 200 shops and businesses in the area are also expected to accept crypto payments for goods and services. And speaking of Cointelegraph in June, Paolo Ardino, Chief Technology Officer of Tether and Bitfinex, claimed that Planb is going great, announcing a 2-week educational activity on blockchain and cryptocurrencies in the city. And in September of 2021, as we all know, El Salvador became the first country in the world to allow using Bitcoin as the legal tender. And since that time, McDonald's has been accepting Bitcoin to all its 19 outlets in the country. Let's freaking go. Only a matter of time before all the McDonald's across the world are accepting the King Crypto. I cannot wait. And before I break down XOI of the day, NYDIG raises $720 million as Bitcoin balance hits all-time high. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at $957 billion, with $57 billion in volume. In the past 24 hours, the current Bitcoin dominance back on the rise at 40% even, with the Ether dominance at 17.3%. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers in the past 24 hours, we have Lido DAO leading the pack, up about 10%, trading at $1.61, followed by Maker, up 8.6%, trading just under $860, followed by CVX, up 8.5%, trading at $5.17. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers for the past week, you can see Reserve Rights leading the pack, up about 25%. We have Elron up 11.5%, and Luna Classic up 10%. 0.8%. And checking out one of my favorite indicators, it's Crypto Greed and Fear Index, shows we're currently rated at 20 out of 100 in extreme fear. Yesterday at 24, last week at 20, and last month at 20 in extreme fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. The bear market has not deterred from one of the biggest Bitcoin bulls. The balance of the New York Digital Investment Group, or NYDIG, hit record highs in Q3 of this year. Plus, a U.S. SEC filing could reveal the group's intent to add more Bitcoin to its balance sheet. That's right, according to a press release, NYDIG's Bitcoin balances are up almost 100% year over year, and its revenue is up 130% through Q2, with another increase when the firm closed its books on Q3. The company hodls more Bitcoin than ever, despite Bitcoin continuing to tread lower and lower over the course of 2022. And furthermore, according to the amended SEC filing, the group has raised $720 million for its institutional Bitcoin fund. 59 investors contributed to an average of more than $12 million each to the raise. The filing states that the SEC has not necessarily reviewed the information in this filing and has not determined if it is accurate and complete. Interesting, right? NYDIG offers cold storage, custody solutions to institutional investors and high net worth individuals. Describing itself as a Bitcoin company, the group has endorsed several ETF rejections by the SEC. The group continues to promote all aspects of Bitcoin adoption, recently allowing the employees of participating companies to receive their salaries in BTC. This recent press release highlighted a newfound emphasis on the Lightning Network, stating, "Now it's time for Lightning. Let's go." And NYDIG's move to promote the Lightning Network development follows that of business intelligence firm MicroStrategy. Michael Saylor, the group's executive chairman, recently announced job posting for Lightning Network developers in a shakeup in NYDIG's leadership. Accompanied with the news, Tejas Shah and Nate Conrad take on the roles of the CEO and president, respectively, as the departing CEO, Robert Gutman, and outgoing president, Yan Zhao, step down but remain as Stone Ridge Holdings Group, the parent company to NYDIG. And before I break down next story of the day, XRP price can rally by 50% based off comments from former SEC director, as well as stock to flow creator Planb bought more Bitcoin and explains why now. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 1,400 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. And if you're not already subscribed, you know what to do. Hit that bell icon, turn on all notifications, Will Smith that like button, and drop a comment right down below. And of course, you can follow me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes and Google Play, all across crypto Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, Instagram, and TikToks. Wherever you're at, be sure to plug in and follow me there. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. XRP is hoping that the token could see a massive price rally in 2022 based off the fingers crossed assumption that Ripple will win its long-running legal battle against the U.S. SEC. Now, on September 29th, the district court judge in the case, Judge Torres, ordered the commission to release the documents penned by William Hinman, the former director of the corporation finance division at the SEC. Hinman may have written about Ethereum, the native token of the Ethereum blockchain, not being a security in the concealed documents, believes Ripple. That is primarily because Hinman had proclaimed the same in his speech at the Yahoo Finance All Market Summit in June of 2018. As defense lawyer James Fillon shares here some thoughts on the next steps in the quest for the Hinman documents. The SEC has a number of procedural cards that they can play to try to further delay complying with the order to produce the Hinman documents. That's right, Ripple's defense could use Hinman's writing as evidence that its blockchain native token XRP should not be treated as a security, which is the opposite of what the SEC claimed in the lawsuit filed in December of 2020. And as a result, XRP has since been ousted from many regulated crypto exchanges, including Coinbase and Bitstamp. And as a result, it is now among the only top cryptos that have neither reclaimed nor established a record high during the 2020-2021 crypto market boom, reflecting caution from investors. Some might argue that from the vantage point of technical analysis, XRP price remains undervalued compared to the other top ranking cryptos, and a Ripple win might change that, given the token rallied 20% in a day after Judge Torres' order. As Teddy Klepp shares here, XRP is on a mission to save the markets. And as shared here, Ripple going to go full send mode, XRP. And from a technical standpoint, XRP is one breakout away from posting a 50% price rally. Notably, the token now tests a resistance confluence of one multi-year descending trendline resistance, a flip support bar, and a Fibonacci line, all pivoting near 57 cents. A Ripple win could help XRP break decisively above this confluence, which you can see here in this chart, and such a breakout could have XRP run up towards the next Fibonacci line near 72 cents, up over 50% from its October price, and conversely, a pullback can crash XRP to its previous support level of 31 cents, down 35% from the current price levels. Quoting Don Alt right here, XRP is basically a court case play. Yesterday's pump was due to the news relating to the case. If they win the whole case, XRP gigapumps. If they lose, it'll be a nice negative 50% candle. Also, an XRP loss would make other cryptos more vulnerable to attack, so you better cheer them on. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with this crypto analyst, and are you currently bullish or bearish on XRP with their current lawsuit against the SEC? And now let's break down our final story of the day. The creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, the one and only Planb, admitted that recently he made his third Bitcoin investment, and at the time of the purchase, the primary crypto was hovering around $20,000 due to its significant price depreciation compared to the all-time high of $69,000 back in November of 2021. Many people proclaim Bitcoin dead in the past several months. However, Planb revealed that each of his crypto investments was at a time when pessimism was reigning. That's right, in a recent post, Planb revealed the timeline of his Bitcoin purchases over the years. He first entered the ecosystem back in 2015 when Bitcoin was trading at approximately $400. Then 3 years later, he bought more when Bitcoin stood at about $4,000, 10x his original purchase price. And his third investment was just recently when Bitcoin was worth $20,000. Quoting him here on crypto Twitter, my first Bitcoin investment was in 2015 at $400, which you can see here in the yellow circle. Most people said Bitcoin was dead. My second investment was in 2018 at $4,000 when I published the stock to flow model. Most people said Bitcoin was dead. And my third investment is now at $20,000. Most people say Bitcoin is dead, and he shares this stock to flow chart. Now, interestingly, Planb noted that the number of Google queries for Bitcoin is dead have been at a very high level every time he made a purchase, and the aforementioned narrative gets highly popular in times of a market crash. The phrase skyrocketed to an all-time high in June of this year when Bitcoin dipped to 17,500, which is an 18-month low. Now, check this out. It's worth noting that the asset has been proclaimed dead literally over 450 times during its existence. Despite its previous price collapses, the negative tone from prominent individuals, and the devastating macro environment, it has always managed to overcome the issues and currently stands as an asset with a market cap of over $360 billion. And while this number might not be as impressive as in November of 2021, when Bitcoin's estimated value stood at over $1 trillion market cap, but it is still more than the market cap of leading corporations such as Meta, formerly known as Facebook, Walmart, Nestle, and more. Planb is most famous for developing the Bitcoin stock to flow model. It provides a plausible future USD valuation of Bitcoin based on its circulating supply and the amount of mined coins each year. At the beginning of 2022, Planb said that the analysis indicates that the crypto will reach $100,000 by the end of 2023. Quoting him here, it would really surprise me if Bitcoin would have a lower market value than gold after the next when Bitcoin stock to flow $100,000 plus. It's also worth mentioning that Planb's forecast has not always been spot on. In April of this year, he predicted Bitcoin was unlikely to drop below 24,500 ever again, and tapping the $100,000 milestone is possible in 2022. But in reality, Bitcoin has been stuck hovering around $20,000 for the past few months. That's why so many analysts are pessimistic about Bitcoin realistically hitting $100,000 this year. However, we do have influencers such as Samson Mao, who is predicting $100,000 Bitcoin price this year. We also have Max Kaiser predicting 220,000 still in play for 2022. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. And now for a quick recap, what I covered with you here in today's show. Bitcoin price sees the first October spike above 20,000 as daily gains hit 5%, as well as Mickey D starts to accept Bitcoin and Tether in Swisstown, as well as NYDIG raises $720 million as Bitcoin balance hits all-time high, as well as XRP price can rally by 50% based off comments from a former SEC director, as well as stock to flow creator Planb bought more Bitcoin and explains why now. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode. Jeff wrote, "Thanks again, JV, for another show. Hard to be bearish on Bitcoin when the government acts like a child who can't be reasoned with. You make a great point. Thanks for tuning in. And our next featured comment comes from the pay window. Hey JV, good work, man. Hurricanes or shine, you are there for us. I think Bitcoin price will be at the mercy of any future Fed regulations. Meanwhile, keep dollar cost averaging and buying that freaking dip. Keep yourself and your powder dry. Will do, fam. Keep stacking them sats. And our third and final featured comment comes from J-Dub the Laker. JV from Crypto News Alerts and James from Invest Answers are my favorite two crypto YouTubers, hand down. No one better in the game. If you ask me, honesty, integrity, and work ethic for these two gentlemen. Hope to meet them both one day. Bitcoin for life. Well, I appreciate your continued support, fam, and to be featured on tomorrow's episode, drop a comment right down below. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Hit that bell icon, turn on all notifications. Will Smith, that like button, drop a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.